Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Making Comics Live. VeeFriends. Helmet. Tweeter. What's going on? YouTube. We're live on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Santa just joined over on the Instagram. Great. Well, we're doing an evening stream here tonight and tomorrow, 8 p.m. To about 9:30ish. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes here. And then on Wednesday, sketch card giveaway on Whatnot. We'll get back to talking about that. If you're new to VeeFriends and you're watching on a replay, VeeFriends is over 280 characters on a mission to make positivity louder, make soft skills cool. Gratitude, kindness, patience, accountability. Created by Gary Vaynerchuk. You might know him as Gary V on the internet. Hence the name V and VeeFriends. VeeFriends cartoons are out on Saturday mornings. Great for your kids. Santa Claus just told me it's 29 days till Christmas. Just so you know. Saturday mornings, YouTube Kids, VeeFriends cartoons. We've got the trading card game, collectible trading card game. Also, a Chrome set coming out through Topps next year. And we've got the good old VeeFriends minis. I heard these minis machines are going on sale on Black Friday for $555. You can get one of these ones, like the one behind me here. Hello, I'm DJ, the cartoonist here at VeeFriends. It's an evening stream. You can get one of these bad boys on Black Friday. Black Friday. Speaking of which, let's let me know in the chat which one you want me to open. Again, Santa Claus reminds us that it's 29 days. 29 days till Christmas, not 200 days. Color? Anyone? Can you guys hear me? Red. Okay. Well, this is kind of red. Yeah, we're going to pick this one then for the first one to open for my pencil topper for this evening. Come home from work to late night stream. Yes, please. Move this mic closer to me. There we go. I do have coffee. It's iced coffee, though. Here we go. Wake me up a little bit. Just a little bit. Helmet says it's choppy for him. I hope not. I'll drop off my Wi-Fi for a minute. Alright, let's see what's in this one. This is a season 2 mini. Let's open this one up, see what's inside. We've got a Karma Kiwi who just decided to run away. Okay. Karma Kiwi on the chat. A little choppy. Uh-oh. Let's see if it clears up. If it doesn't, that would not be good. Karma Kiwi. Okay. I'm going to skip a warm-up. Just going to message. See if my technical assistant's here. Okay. Cool. Let's pop this open. Hopefully I'm not choppy. That would be not cool. Not cool. Not cool at all. What are we working on tonight? Let's see. I don't know if I want to work on a comic page or a strip. I'll start with this. What's up, AJ? I dropped off the Wi-Fi. Hopefully the choppiness goes away. That would be weird. It could be that just... I've heard that when you're trying to stream in the evening sometimes, that YouTube's kind of janky. But, you know. Comic page. Okay, Santa says comic page. Alright. Alright then. Santa, you got your wish. We're going to work on part of this comic page. You don't know what's going on. I've got the rough here. I've got the roughs here. What's up, Vanilla Bark? What's going on? This is a rough page. Can't really see what's going on. All right, my technical assistant says that I don't look choppy on YouTube. My technical assistant being my wife, who's downstairs in another room. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and bust into this. I'm not going to tell you what's going on here, but this is Curious Crane and this is Fearless Fairy. She, you know, you can make of it what you will. I'm not going to talk about the story. I think this is a safe page to be drawing tonight. Maybe. Okay. I'll go with red. I kind of like to go with purple, though. I don't know, man. Purple. Purple it is. So what I do here is I'm trying to do a little bit tighter pencils over the rough layout. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Just tighten it up. Do some inks on that. Not choppy now? Okay. Maybe it was my Wi-Fi. I don't know. You know? Maybe it just takes a while for YouTube to warm up to me. You know? Could have been my Wi-Fi though. I just went direct. Turned off the Wi-Fi and I'm direct connected. Boy. So this is Curious Crane. She's flying. Kind of a different view here. Santa, I told you. Santa is over on Instagram. He said, these VeeFriends Christmas ornaments are fire. Have you seen them? I have seen them. I get the joy of being able to see all the stuff in the production. I could see almost everything that we've got going on. And, you know, I don't get to, you know, I'm not the one that approves it, but I'm in those channels. So I get to see all the cool merchandise and like all the cool collectibles and all that stuff. Man, it's super cool. Those, hats off to the design team, Eric and probably Eric and the team, Mikey, if I'm missing somebody. Maybe Chris. I'm not sure who illustrated them or who made those, but man, they're awesome. 3D ornaments. I did not draw those designs for the ornaments, no. I didn't do anything for the Christmas ornaments or the Christmas merch this year. Been busy. Okay, so we got Crane flying in here, and I need some, well, I can ink that. I'm pretty comfortable inking that. I just want to get the body language down on our girl Fearless Fairy here. She's kind of looking back like, hey, it's okay. That's what's up. AJ, what's up over on TikTok? I'm live on TikTok as well. TikTok, Instagram, our new Instagram. And by the way, I haven't forgotten about the people that did the thing. I'll give the t-shirt away here in a minute. And then we'll do another quick giveaway. 257 people watching across all the streams, probably over on over on Twitter, that seems to be like our biggest channel for VeeFriends, really, to be honest. So, that's just where the reason being when Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V, is the biggest channel for him was starting over on X, over on Twitter, and so therefore a lot of the core fans of VeeFriends when VeeFriends started were over there on Twitter. So we got quite a community over there, whether you like it or not. That's where a lot of the core community is. I like it. I like the chat to happen. I keep these chats. I watch them all. But I like it over on Instagram. YouTube. Sorry. The YouTube chat is really where we're trying to build things out. By the way, YouTube, VeeFriends Comics. Subscribe to YouTube, please. We're over 500 subscribers now, so that's cool. We're building this slowly but surely, and we've got the new VeeFriends Comics Instagram page. Let's try to head over there real quick. VeeFriends. No, wait, Instagram. 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 VeeFriends Comics. Let's go there. 256 followers over on the Instagram, the brand new Instagram account. The other people the other day that posted on Ali's first comic on Friday, or not first comic, second comic, but Ali Castro, who's on the comics team. If you did the thing, you were in here, you commented that you were here live watching me on Friday. And also, if you were watching the replay, that was fine too, because some people were watching the replay. If you did that, I put your name in a spin wheel. We're going to spin that right now. And then, here's the wheel. I already put the names in. This is the wheel for the T-shirt of the night. Get rid of this Google ad. I'm going to go ahead and just spin it. These are all the people that did the thing. So you're going to win a shirt. Tweeter won last time. Tweeter, did I send your code to you? AJ, Custom Rugs. Congrats, man. He's over on TikTok all the time. And sometimes popping over here to YouTube. AJ, I will send that out to you. And then let's do it again, guys. Let's if you want to get in for the next drawing, surprise and delight drawing, go into today's strip. This is the Monday strip. We started this on Comics Jam last week, and this is how it came together. So go over to this comic from today, Hungry Hammerhead, and click that and just say in here that you're live watching me right now, or the restream. If you're watching in replay, go ahead and comment that you're here live watching tonight, and I'll put your name into the drawing for tomorrow night. Okay? That's all you gotta do to get in for the special giveaway, and I will be back tomorrow night as well at 8 p.m. And then we're doing a special sketch card giveaway. I'm going to draw a sketch card live on Wednesday at 10 a.m. and we're going to give it away by the end of the stream. It shouldn't take me an hour and a half to draw that. It should be about an hour. I'm going to color it up, all that stuff. And then Corso's going to be giving away stuff the whole stream. We're going to give thanks. We're going to just give things. Thanksgiving. And get you ready for that Black Friday on Whatnot. Okay? All right, back to drawing. I'll try to take a look at your chats too. Take a look at the chats and see if there's any questions about anything. There's usually Sonia. over on TikTok. Sonia, I'm using Procreate on an iPad Pro. That's what my go-to drawing program is here. And I do everything in it. I didn't do a warm-up sketch tonight because I gotta get moving, but there's some of the warm-up sketches. Bad Intentions, Patient Panda, Zestful Zebra, Practical Peacock. We got them all. Over 280 VeeFriends at VeeFriends.com. Boy, you're really zoomed out over there on TikTok. Sorry, but you get to see the whole board, and maybe some of my junk over here. Yeah. Okay, I'll get you Tweeter. Get you set up. But yeah, I'm always looking up, checking in on the chats. Jack Dennis, what's up? Yeah, everybody should check out the Black Friday sale or the Black Friday stream on Whatnot this Friday. What a good deal. I'm sure they'll be doing a lot of giveaways and whatever they announced today. But I did see that the vending machines are $555. It's a pretty good deal for those vending machines. And this, yeah, that's all I'll say. I almost said something else. But I don't know if it's confirmed or not. I stopped myself. But yeah, pretty cool. So I'm pretty comfortable with those. I can ink those. Just tightening up the these lines real quick. We'll jump around for a little bit. I'll be here till about 9:30 tonight, Eastern time. Appreciate you guys checking in. I can't tell you the story that's going on this page. You'll have to wait till the actual comic book comes out. But you can see that Curious Crane's in it. I enjoy Curious Crane. He looks a little afraid. And he might be saying, I'm going to turn around. I'm not going to go that way. He's kind of scared. And he's got a scarf on. Because he was just up in the... If you saw the other streams, you know that he was somewhere very cold recently. So he's like, I don't want to turn around. I'm going to go that way. You can also black that out a little bit. I forgot I got this little button here. I can go be right back. And I also forgot that I want to remind you to follow at VeeFriends Comics on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you're following us on all three, then you're a part of UInstaTalk, which is a new social platform that we've made here at VeeFriends Comics. Ann Bag is in the chat. What's up, Ann? Always making the fire content. Okay, cool. I'm pretty okay inking that. I feel like I don't need to do that, but this one I need to work on a little bit for a couple minutes here. Appreciate you guys watching. Try to keep my... What's that holding the iPad? This is a Sketchboard Pro. If you can see it over on TikTok. TikTok, I'm a little bit zoomed out. You can see though, TikTok, this is what I look like on the other thing. On YouTube and on whatever. And sometimes I could switch myself. There I am. Hello. That's me. But if I point this down, which is something because it shouldn't be that zoomed out. All right, that's better. I'm going to zoom in a little bit just so you can see a little bit more. Let's go. Let's get you a little closer, a little closer. Oh, that's good. All right. Cool. Sweet. All right. Now we're cooking. So a hand here holding. So sometimes I'll draw the hands a little separate from the body, like that. She's holding two wands. Don't ask why. This is Fearless Fairy. And we'll just put that there for right now. Fearless Fairy, you've seen her in maybe you've seen her in the YouTube cartoons. A little bit different in the YouTube cartoons for kids. She's got a mouth in the YouTube cartoons. The styles will change a little bit. You've seen. That'll continue. A little bit, not too drastically though, you know. That's probably the most drastic. Drastic's a bad word. Most different version of Fairy would be the YouTube Kids cartoon. It's growing on me. I'm not used to having Fairy have a mouth. I like, the ones that are in the comics will not have a mouth. It's more closer to Gary's design. The Fearless Fairy. So she's just kind of floating along here. I want her to be floating past, like, the idea is that she's floating past like a little house and people are going to be inside, so you can see little eyes like they're boarded up and they're scared. That's what's up with this panel. So I need this little like village house. So you can see that. I'll probably do some like shingles on the roof there. Thanks for watching and hanging out. Yeah, I have a lot of people over on the West Coast that wanted streams in the evenings. Not to say it's hard for me, but I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to do it. Occasionally, I've done it before. Not as many people join. That's okay. I don't care. But I also just wanted to kind of do it a little bit different this week. Mix it up. I won't say it's hard for me, but I wake up at 5 every day, so it starts get around 9 o'clock. I'll be like, meh, why did I do this? Should be winding down, but it's all good. When I was much younger, I could stay up all night, like all night long, drawing comics, like into the wee witching hours, 3 or 4 in the morning. Nowadays, I wake up around that time. It's funny how that is. Hey, what do you say we open another mini? The deal is these VeeFriends minis on the tip of the pencil here. We try to knock them off with another detailed VeeFriend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick blue versus green. I'm not going to go spin it. I'll spin it for helmet because I know. All right, I'll do it. I'll spin it. All right, I got a blue one anyways. Blue versus green. Throw that one down there. Good. I still have blue versus green. I did that for you, Helmet, just so you know. Spun it for you, my friend. Blue versus green in the chats. We got a green. We got a green. We got a blue. What did I say? We got a green. We got a green. We got a blue. Whoa. We got a green for Grinch. We got another green from Helmet. There it is. This is a season 4 mini coming out pretty soon. These haven't been available. I got these from my friends at, I know people that know people. Let's see who's in here. The deal is that if I get a detailed, it automatically knocks off the Karma Kiwi. Otherwise, no. Only another detailed can instantly knock off the Kiwi. This is a rule that I make. Oh my good guy. Look at that. It's unbelievable. There you go. Could not make that up. Fearless Fairy takes over. It's like it was Kismet or something like that. Can't make it up. That's what a great details on these season 4 minis. Wow. Amazing. Right? That's crazy. That randomly came out of the machine. The detailed versions are very rare. I've been killing it though, pulling details lately. Last stream we did a Alert Ape came out. Detailed Alert Ape. I like that one too. What other one? The one stream I pulled 2 Heart Troopers this past week. I pulled 2 of these guys. They're little friends now on my desk. And now I've got artist friends asking me, where are you getting those cool pencil toppers? And I'm like, man, I should start a side hustle where I put like groups of 5 together and then sell them detailed 5 to artists. I don't need it. If you need pencil toppers, just let me know. But I don't even have time to go to the post office really for you. I don't. It's tough for me. I say yes too often to everything. I'm learning to say not no, but like, not yes. Okay. I want this to look kind of like a, like a village house or something like that, not like an old school. And I want the window to be here. And I need those eyes peering out. But it looks like a boarded up window. And I'll put the details when I ink it. Just crisscross that a little bit. Again, looks like someone like boarded up their windows. They're afraid of something. You won't know what they're afraid of until this comic comes out. Comic book. This will be an issue of the comic book. That's all I'm going to say. It's a story. This person in here is looking, really afraid. Maybe even like, oh. There we go. Let's change the size of that eraser brush. Maybe even like a curtain back there that's, pretty zoomed in right now. It's going to be a small panel. We'll get in there and do some of the details in a minute. We got plenty of time. We got an hour. We'll get into inking this one up. And then I'll do some background stuff. I don't know, like maybe there's other she's like floating through a village and everybody's scared. That's kind of the vibe of this page. She's like, what the heck's going on here? Why are all these holes in the ground? There's like potholes or something. You know. Like that. Weird holes. Like whack-a-mole holes. Maybe it's FU Monday Mole is in there. Who knows? But it looks like a Swiss cheese. You know. Actually, using perspective, if this was like, you know, boom, 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 like this, the holes would get smaller as they go back into the distance where she just came from. You know? Maybe another little rain barrel. I don't know why there's barrels outside of their house. I just put it there for whatever reason. Some shadow. Okay. And then she sees someone kind of hiding there. Or, you know what I'm talking about. You know what that is. Some more rocks. This is VeeFriends Comics. You haven't seen any of the comic stories like this yet, but you will soon. I don't really have a major update on that, except that the VeeFriends, the very first comic, if you're paying attention or not, uh-oh. Where are we at here? Aha. Aha. This comic that everybody's been waiting for a long time, Gift Goats, this is on its way. It should be at CGC right now, or getting there. And the first issue of the comic is limited to 555 copies, and only Gift Goats are getting them. And then honestly, you know, everyone's going to be able to read it because Gary wants the story to be read. So there will be a version after the Gift Goats. The Gift Goats come first. They're going to see this first. They're going to have this first. They're going to be the only ones with the copies. But you will be able to read it. Everyone's going to be able to read the stories. So, fear not. Fear not. She's kind of pointing down while she's holding the wand. It's kind of a tricky pose. We'll get it. So the penciling stage is more like I always say, it's kind of like clay. You're kind of molding the form, you know, to get it right. And then I'll even show you, like, I'm not too happy with this. F needs to be bigger. On this wand, there's two wands. And then I want to, right now it would be pointing like away from the head of what's basically the gnome is hiding, and the gnome's hat's hiding, you know, coming out of there. So I'm going to take this whole wand and I'm going to just rotate it so that the finger is pointing where I want it to be pointing. All right. She's like, hey, I see you over there. And I actually want that to be bigger, because like if her head, you know, basically what you're looking at in these red lines are roughs. So I just roughed out the story real quick based on Gary's plot. And then I showed Gary the roughs before I got into these more detailed pencils. So if he had any, thoughts or changes, I wouldn't have to change too much. No, these are all approved, so I can get in here. But see, like that hand overall needs to be bigger, so I could just do that in this stage. Let's blow that up like that. I'm also okay if it's, that's pretty good. We'll leave it like that. She's like, hey, I see you over there. See, you. I have little words there. I don't. You. Why? By the way, this is all lettered out. I just don't want to show you the story. .45, 4:49 watching this evening. If you want to be in the running for our next giveaway, all you have to do is go to the VeeFriends new Instagram page. Listen, Corso will be so happy. He's working so hard on this new Instagram. He's killing it. Go to this comic from today, the one with the mermaid and the hammerhead, and just post in the comments that you're here right now. Tomorrow, I'll take all the names of people that said, here watching, whatever, and I'll put you in a random drawing, and we'll spin a wheel that looks like that. And we'll give away a shirt. And who knows, we maybe give away something else, but here I got the Whatnots, the Whatnot reminder. You're going to want to join the Whatnot stream on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Giving away a sketch card. I'm going to draw it live, so make sure you bookmark that. It's the only chance to get it. Black Friday Mega Stream. They're launching that Driven Dragon shirt and the Fearless Fairy shirt. So there you go. And there's a Cyber Monday drop too. Jeremy will have a look at all things Black Friday. Sneak peek tomorrow. Jeremy knows. And if you're on the Whatnot app, make sure you're bookmarking those. It helps us. It helps us behind the scenes know, like, are we doing a good enough job promoting it? You, come out of there. Now she's like shaking her wand. That's kind of the idea here. And then I think I'll get to inking. I think that sounds good. And here she's got whatever the gnome is afraid of. He's like, shh. That's kind of the... Either that or he's picking his nose. I don't know. No, he's like, shh. They'll hear. He's got to be crouched down, so this will be a hand on the ground. I can probably do that in shadow. His little beard. Got a very Jake Pryor beard happening here, if you know Jake in the community. Shout out Jake. Also, won that, got that Funko, didn't win it. Acquired the Funko Pop that I drew on. Okay, he's like hunched down over, hiding. Cool. There you go. There's a gnome hiding behind a rock. Nick Corso says there's a new post up on the Instagram. Head over there to the Instagram and check it out. Subu Cop said, my machine is loaded with detail ones. I wish. He said that this is the second layer. Why still in pencil? A more refined sketch. At what point are you starting to ink? So how many rough layers? So I think I mentioned it earlier, but like this is like a super rough. This was just to kind of get the point across of the composition of where characters are. There's some bubbles underneath here you can't see, like the positioning. So yeah, I'm just tightening up some. Like, cause like her head doesn't stick out that far, you know. So I'm just doing some composition of the character, you know, faces enough that I feel comfortable with the poses and whatnot, you know. But I'm pretty confident in inking like the textures of the ground and stuff like that, and like some of these holes. This stuff will just all ink in that. But I wanted to do a little bit tighter pencils. But I'll start inking it now. I won't do this part. You get the idea. So from here, so we got a few rough pencils. I'll just keep those rough pencils on. I'll get rid of that. There's a super rough under here somewhere. Where's it at? Where is it? Oh, it's there. I can get rid of that one. And now I'll fade out those purple a little bit. See how I can fade that purple back in and out? I'm going to fade that purple out just a little bit. Just enough. And then I'll be able to get back in here and do some inks. Before I do that, I want to do some panels. Inks. Where are we at? Smooth Train ink brush. And let's just see if this works fine for me. That's good. Good enough. I think I might actually cut the panel there. Do that. We'll have this panel kind of breaking that panel. And I'll just draw the panel in too, just because I like the look of that. Even I like the beak breaking the panel too, to be honest. It used to be very taboo to break panels, but I like it. Editors at Marvel and DC would be like, nobody break panels. They'd make these rules. And I'm like, you create your own rules, kid. Just whatever looks cool. You'll learn a lot when I'm talking out loud about tangents, lines that intersect and look weird. You know, you wouldn't want that beak touching that panel. You got to have some space there. But it's okay to break that. Just that beak popping out. Why not? Draws your eye towards it, I think. I might just be talking out of my butt. Some master comic artist is watching this going like, what are you doing? You're breaking all the rules. And I'll be like, yeah, that's what I do. Knowing no. Sketcher side, what's up? Haven't seen you around a little bit. Nickadoo, welcome over on TikTok. This is the VeeFriends stream. If you're watching and you're new to VeeFriends, let me know in the chat. I'm curious. This here is Curious Crane. I kind of messed the eye up. I want to make the eye more, not that it's not messed up, but like it's more like this shape. Like going that way. And some eyelashes on the inside. And she's kind of like, oh, I think I don't want to go that way. I want to go, I'm cool. I'll hang back. So sometimes I'll, if I'm drawing, when I'm doing those roughs, or just trying to capture the body language or the expression, you can kind of, you want to be able to hear, hear the character talking a little bit. So like in this panel, she's definitely saying like, nah, I'm good. Good, turn around. Go back this way. I'm good. These eyes are a little bonkers though. I'll move this eye over just to get a little bit more aligned with that eye. Perfect. Not perfect, but we'll leave it. Ooh, this would be cool. Like it's like a double breaking. Like maybe I'll break the panel here with this pointing finger. How about that? That's interesting. Yeah. Doing it. Put me in panel jail. I don't care. It really was a thing. There was a thing back in like the 90s where it was like, don't break panels. Maybe in the 2000s too, where editors would tell young talent to do that. But, yeah, I think this is because they didn't want you to do gimmicks. They didn't want you to have, see, that's a tangent. If that line is touching that, nope. Nope. So we gotta make that going up a little bit. That scarf, it'll be in color, so it'll look different. Get it. This will probably all be black. We can just fill that in right now. See that? That's fun. Little shadow under the beak. That's a pretty tight panel there. I like that. Great. Did you see, got a CGC 10 on your Iron Fist sketch card? No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I didn't see that. I know he got it. I know he got the card, but yeah. Shep, how was my weekend? My weekend was great. Although, I gotta tell you that I'm just gonna do these figures, and then I'll worry about the backgrounds later. Since we're already on the bird, let's get this bird. My weekend. Well, let me tell you. Sunday, I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning I wrote a newsletter for the Draw or Die Club. I wrote that newsletter. And then I cleaned my house. I tried to clean my house for like what seemed like forever. And I think we did a pretty good job. It's been neglected because we've been really busy. And there's a lot of dog hair and cat hair everywhere. So we're like, this is unsustainable. We need to clean this house. So very excited. That's a very exciting news for you. But I think we've successfully got that under control. I think. But did you guys ever like do cleaning and you clean all day and then you like look around and you're like, it feels like I didn't do anything. Like you can't really see it I don't know. I can see it, but for the amount of time that I spent, I was like, this is kind of ridiculous. I can understand why people have cleaning people if you can do that. But I'm real peculiar. I don't like strangers coming to my house. So I can't even imagine having a cleaning person or something, I don't know. Guess I gotta get to know them first. Marry them and then I don't know. Oh my goodness. So that's how my weekend went, Jim. Glad you asked. AJ's Custom Rug says adulting is fun. Yep. And then, hey Lord, that guy, what's up? How's it going? And I gotta tell you, it's just how I've always been my entire life, is if I'm doing anything that's not drawing comics or drawing, it's hard for me to relax, and I'm always thinking like, okay, I gotta get this done so I can get back to drawing comics. Do you have anything like that in your life? I hope so. One time my wife, bless her soul, she was like, I feel like you're not really enjoying. We were doing something. We were somewhere, and I get this really distant. I get like a 1,000-yard stare, where I must be like just thinking about something. Like I'm hearing characters or a situation. I'm seeing it, and she caught me, and she's like, "You're not really here right now. You're somewhere else." And I'm like, "Oh shoot." She's like, "It feels like you're not really enjoying yourself. Like you're just waiting for the time to pass until you're able to go back to the drawing board." And I'm like, "You got me. I can't lie. It's hard for me to not just be what I am. I don't know. It's hard to find that balance." But luckily, she's cool with that. She knows. I balance it well, though. It's not like it's like all encompassing. It's just that it's what I like to do. So I like to draw. I like to create. I like to read as well. So I'm not always drawing. I read and I study and I look at things and fill the cup is what I say. You got to fill the cup up a little bit. So I watch some shows as well when I'm a little bit too tired to watch. And I usually fall asleep during the shows because I've exhausted all my energy drawing. And then I'll fall asleep watching a show. And then I see a different show while I'm falling asleep. And it's a trip. That happens to me all the time as well. Do you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think one of my first dates, not first dates, but one of my first dates with my wife where she was kind of figuring me out was we went to this place called Headkeeper, which was a tapas bar, a lot of beers, really cool cooler full of like, the cooler has like all kinds of millions of beers from all around the world. And I was doing the thing. I was staring at the glass case. I was kind of zoning out. And she's like, "Where are you right now?" And I was like, she's like, "What are you thinking right this second? What are you thinking?" She must have thought I was having like a really deep thought. Like I was looking introspective or something. And I said, "Do you really want to know?" "I'll be honest." She's like, "Yeah." And I said, "I'm looking at that glass case full of all of those colors, of all the light, the way that the light's hitting the case. And I'm thinking, how would I draw that?" And that's what I was thinking. And she's like, "Wow, that's very interesting." So I'm always like looking and observing and, you know, sometimes if I'm looking at people watching, I'm like looking at the body language and I'm thinking like, how would I capture that? Could I capture that? Am I good enough to capture that? I don't know. Those are the kind of things that I'm thinking about the majority of the time. Listen, I drink coffee morning, noon, and night. There's nothing wrong with that. This is some iced coffee I'm having right now. Nothing fancy. It's just some sort of iced coffee. Caffeine doesn't affect me anymore. I need a lot of it to keep me up. But people say I need to drink more water, and I'm like, I drink a lot of water. There's just coffee in it. You know? Poker Pros, what's up? Over there on TikTok. I see you. Thanks for checking in. I'm going to do a real quick stream reset because I see people popping in and out over there on YouTube or over on TikTok and a couple on YouTube. This is the Making Comics stream for VeeFriends Comics. This week I'm usually at 8 a.m. in the morning Eastern time. Tonight and tomorrow I'm 8 p.m. and then I'm doing a sketch card giveaway on Whatnot at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Be there. VeeFriends are over 280 characters, new characters, on a mission to make positivity louder, make soft skills cool. We're going to trick you into making soft skills like you're going to be like, wow, it's cool to be kind. It is. Gratitude, kindness, patience, accountability, accountable ant, alpha alligator, forthright flamingo. Created by Gary Vaynerchuk. You may know him on the internet as Gary V. I'm coming across a lot of people that don't even know who Gary is, which is a trip to me because I've followed Gary for so long. But that's hence the name V and VeeFriends. We've got a cartoon for kids and for adults over on YouTube. The YouTube Kids channel, VeeFriends Cartoons. Google that every Saturday morning cartoons. Does anyone remember that? I do. VeeFriends card game, collectible trading card game. Kind of like Pokemon, but only, you know, it's not. There, that's your plug for the trading card game. It's like a card game, like Pokemon, but not. It's called VeeFriends, trading card game. You should check it out. And we've got the VeeFriends minis, and this is a reminder that I should pull some right now. Let's do that. Orange versus purple in the chat right now as I'm talking this. Orange versus purple, and we're trying to knock off the Fearless Fairy detailed, which is only another detailed can knock off Fearless Fairy. So pick orange or purple in the chats. Those are the VeeFriends minis. These machines will be on sale on Black Friday for $555, which is a deal. The VeeFriends minis, they're rare collectibles. They're going to get rarer and rarer. And I'm DJ Kaufman. I'm running the comics here at VeeFriends, comic storytelling. Come on, Orange versus purple in the chat. What's up? We got an orange, we got a purple. We got a purple. We got a purple, purple. So orange, orange, purple, purple, purple. Purple it is. Let's do it. Let's see what's in here. I go live a lot, but please go to VeeFriends.com. You know, go over to VeeFriends.com. Why is my tab not open? Come on. Come on, man. VeeFriends.com has all the comics archived over here. There's a comics tab. You can click that and you can see all the comics in the archive. We've got quite a few. And we also have all characters. If you click all characters, you can see the alphabetical. There's a VeeFriend for everybody. Whether it's the animal you like or food or people. We got Admiral here. And if you click a character, let's say you click astronaut here, adventurous astronaut. There's also, if he's tagged in a comic, you'll see the comics that he's in. He's in this one hiding out. And then there's tags at the bottom of the comic, so you can click that. And now you can see all the comics if you have a favorite VeeFriend. I haven't drawn them all yet. We'll get there. Let's see what's in this. Remember, another detail is the only thing that can knock off the Fearless Fairy. First we had Karma Kiwi, and then Fearless Fairy came in and said, get the frig out of here, Karma Kiwi. So now what's in here? We got a bubblegum. Balanced Beetle does not beat the detailed Fearless Fairy. Sorry, Balanced Beetle. Let's get back to drawing. Yeah, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, VeeFriends Comics, and of course follow VeeFriends Comics over on Instagram. Comment on today's comic and say that you were here live watching, and I'll put you in a random drawing for tonight's prize. For tomorrow night's prize. Do that. Let's get back to inking this. So now let's see like, basically they're on the way back from somewhere. And I'm just going to go ahead and we can hit this up a little bit different. There must be a line that's not closed. I think that was it. What I'm doing here is what we call, see, I did it again, tangent, no. We call this in comic book land spotting blacks. And what I'm doing here is I'm using black, the black areas, to guide your eye from left to right. And it's kind of pointing you. The black here will go over. There's a black into the beak, black down here that's going to shoot you back down this way so that you're reading left and right. That's how we can direct you. And I want her to be floating, you know. Okay. And then I'll get in there and I'll do some more stuff, like probably trees. That's pretty easy. You can just freehand that tree. I can use the tree to, again, kind of guide you into that panel. Oh, even better. Yeah. You can really point you to that panel with that. If we have black on this side of the tree, a little bit of black. Pretty fun. You see? So we're getting all the the big bold areas, and then I can get in there and work on the cool details of the tree and whatever. You know, even if I change to my eraser brush by clicking, just tapping, go to my eraser brush and then get in here and work on some of the other details. One of my favorite things to do. I can't really do this in the comic strips that much, but now we're kind of drawing with the eraser brush and doing some highlights of texture, you know, whether it's maybe a mushroom back here, some highlights. Switch back to black. I'm going to switch back and forth, back and forth. Black behind the tree, just to add some depth, you know. I will also add color in here, so like I don't know what's going on with the background, the background, the way back. Let's call it the way background. But I could pencil in some mountain ranges, you know. Do another tree there, just because it's easy. No, I don't want a tree there. I don't want a tree there. I'm gonna make it look like a little house, because I want to show that they're about to come into town. You know, like little huts, little chimneys. We'll do a little silhouette action there, a little smoke rising out of that. And then these weird potholes where they look like holes in the ground. And they will be like real holes in the ground. Like this is the type of pothole you don't want to go down. What do we got? Someone asked again what I'm drawing on. This is an iPad Pro. This is an Apple Pencil. This thing here. This thing holding the thing is a Sketchboard Pro. Just a holder for it is all. That's all. What do we got? 9/11. Wow, time really flies, man. Like, and if I weren't talking to you guys or looking up at the chat, I can get really dialed in. Put on some music or a podcast. Of some kind. Mostly music, because I can't listen to audiobooks. Because also when I'm drawing, which sounds very strange, I know, but sometimes the characters, I'll hear them talk, you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, maybe she's saying this instead of that. So then it changes the body language. And again, we'll put the little, she'll be dark blue, but there's still some shadow that we don't see there. The shadow underneath her dress just adds depth a little bit. A little bit of depth. A little shadow underneath his or her beak. You know, nice crisp cartooning there. I like it. Hi, Mars the alien? What's up? Mars the alien. Do I know you? If not, welcome. If you're new to VeeFriends, appreciate you watching. I'm drawing VeeFriends comics live. This will be a future comic story don't want to give too much away. I think I can do mostly texture here. Like, you can see that we're in perspective. Again, we're going like this, right? Coming down the road. But I'll do most of that with, and again, another weird, no, that's a tangent, nope. Tangents are when lines intersect. You don't want that. But it's okay if they don't intersect. They're not intersecting there, so that's good. Just want to have the perspective grid drawn with textures. That's what you're thinking of when you're doing this. So like here I am in the foreground. This might all be Greek to you, what I'm saying right now, but trust me, this is more like a 2-point perspective, 1-point perspective. Like if my point were here, you know, here, I'll draw in red for you. If it was red, here, that was my vanishing point, because this would be my horizon line. The horizon line's like here. Also, the horizon line is like where our eyes are. Like our eyes is, and then from that vanishing point, you would just draw straight lines out. You see, and you see how those, you see how these vanishing or these perspective lines are also drawing you into the panel of the curious crane, who's then pointing you back this way, back down into this, and then she in turn, see how this is pointing, and then she's pointing, and then she's pointing again, right? It's very subtle things that you can use in comic books. There's a craft to it that's underneath everything, and I'm not a master at that. I just, you know, I try to do better with making my art storytelling better. Someone put it in a note under my door. Is it the dog? She's saying, I love you. Let me in. See there. It's fun to just work with like black and white, but it'll be really cool to get in here and do the coloring. That's a whole other ball game. But tonight we're just doing some inks. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna leave that. Don't want to overdo it because you can just over noodle it. But not bad for an hour, 15 minutes. No, wait, an hour. What did we start? 8. So, hour, 16 minutes of inking. Not bad. Not too shabby. And then this is a quick line tool. So if I hold my one finger down, it'll snap to a 45-degree angle if I want. So it's the same thing as having like a ruler. I want to snap to make sure it's a straight line. And sometimes I could just, if I know that it's going to be all the way straight across, I can just go straight across, make sure it snaps. Same thing here. Snap that. And then I'll just get in here and just erase between these gutters. Good. And then same thing from this line to that line. Whoop. Snap it in. Everybody's having a good night. a good night. Those are some nice tight panels. I know you can use rectangular tools and things like that, but I'm not a big fan of everything looking super oval and super rigid. There's another thing we think about with the visual language is what he said there. So you got that red, perspective lines going this way. And then we also have what we call the focal points in every panel. No matter what size the panel is, you draw like a tic-tac-toe board. That's your focal points. So we got her on a focal point. It's kind of a little bit off. This water barrel's on a focal point. But I'm probably going to have a speech balloon there. Same thing. Tic-tac-toe. This rock is on a focal point. This wand is on a focal point. This is probably not good, putting that in the center like that, to be honest. But I see these lines without drawing them, of course. But here we got perfect. Her eyes. She's pointing, focal point, boom. It's just something to make the panels a little more interesting, and that's how our eyes work. So whether it's photography or whatever you're looking at, it's just more appealing to the human eye than something boring to look at. Craig, what's going on? Sorry, I know it's late or early. I don't know what it is in Australia. Do I know of any books about this? Directing attention to your drawings. I got quite a few books over here. Let me take a look. Here's a good one. Well, this is a really good one. Making Comics by Scott McCloud. Scott McCloud. All of Scott McCloud's books. Very thick. You've got... He really goes into detail about all kinds of... I've never even read this. I just like Scott McCloud for visual language storytelling. This is like a course book that you could actually teach a school course on, making comics. And then this is a really good one called Framed Ink, Drawing and Composition for Visual Storytellers. And this is a really cool for storyboards. You can see, look at that. We're looking at the visual. Trying to find. This is mostly storyboard type panels, but it's doing the same thing that I'm talking about. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Let's see what else. Yeah, this is a cool one. I could nerd out and get a whiskey or coffee. Look, I think I bookmarked this page for some reason. I don't know why. Just cool. Cool black and white. All right. Those are two good ones. Scott McCloud and Framed Ink by Marcos. I can't really pronounce the last name. Mathieu Mézère? Mathieu Mézère? Mathieu Mr. I don't know. There you go. There's a whole bunch of other ones, but those are two good ones. The Givey today is same thing. The same thing you do all the time. You go to the VeeFriends Instagram, find the Shark comic, and say that you're live. Here, let's refresh and see if anybody did it. There's Anne. Watching live stream. Appreciate you running a night stream. Love it. Watching the stream and loving it. Great. Watching the live stream tonight. Tweeter. Cool. I'm watching you. See, everybody's on there doing that, doing the thing. You never know. I might give away something else. You never know. If I'm feeling it. Make sure that you follow VeeFriends Comics. We got 1 follower tonight. Every follower that we get brings a smile to Corso's face. And mine as well. But, you know. We've got daily content multiple times a day of all the... If you haven't read all the comics, I see people reading some of the older comics on here, but they're new to you. So get in there, comment, post, share. Help us spread VeeFriends around the world. 9:24. Really appreciate you guys watching. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Not normal for me because I'm an early person. I'm not a night owl anymore. But I thought I'd mix it up this week. Ooh, I was wondering. See how that like line is not? It's kind of. I don't like that. If I switch to smooth train, it's so much smoother. It's like butter. I like that better. I knew I had the wrong brush because I'm like, this feels rough. Sometimes you want it to look rough, but with all the VeeFriends work, I like the nice, smooth, crisp, crisp, bold lines. If it's bold, it holds. I'll even drop a shadow right on her face, right like that. Why not? That's a weird tangent. That hairline and that end of that. Ah, darn it. Gosh darn it. We got it. Before you know it, the more you're watching these streams, you're going to know all about the art form and the craft of comics just from me rambling about tangents and, breaking the panel like we did up here with the bird. I broke it here and there. I broke it 2 space, just bam, bam. I think it looks cool. That's the only rule that I remember from early days of making comics was Uncle Todd McFarlane would say, just make it look cool. Don't worry about anatomy or being the best artist. Just make it look cool. And now, when I look back, no offense to Todd McFarlane or anyone in comics, but I'll see that they were faking it a lot of times with their anatomy, and it makes me feel good because I'm like, at times when I feel like I'm not a good artist, I open up some old some old stuff I loved when I was 14, and I'm like, holy cow, they didn't know what they were doing. They were figuring it out as they went. And that makes me feel good because I'm like, I'm figuring it out as I go too. Like, that's super cool. It's just part of the process. That's just how life is in general, I think. Craig's always angling for that Ape Dude comic. I gotta tell you, some of that didn't age well. I didn't write it. Brian Lynch wrote it. But if I look at the humor, I'm like, ooh, it's kind of cringy. In a things change. Humor. What are you gonna do? It was a little. It's not all ages, let's say. Not an all ages comic, for sure. 9:28. I kind of don't want to leave. Should I pull an all-nighter? I mean, I don't have to stream in the morning. I don't have any meetings in the morning. Should I just stay on and draw all night? What do you think? Follow VeeFriends Comics on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. It's what we call You Insta Talk. Who texted me? Who's texting me right now? Okay. Do it. Shepard votes that I stay up all night drawing. I'll do it. Don't challenge me. I could do it. I almost thought about doing that for Black Friday, but then I don't know. You know, these ideas sound really good. And then when you got to commit to them, it's like, oh man, what did I do? What did I do that for? I do that to myself. Gary's texting me, wait, what, an all-nighter? Yeah. Don't say that too loud. Gary will rock and roll in here and be like, let's go. And I'll be like, all right, let's do it. Nerio says, I don't know. I heard you can't draw all night. Yeah. Luckily, I don't really have to, I didn't have to stop to eat dinner or anything because I'm fasting a couple days. I gotta drop some weight. Then we have Thanksgiving, here in the States, and I don't want to, I gotta drop some weight. So I was like, all right, cool. Guess I don't have to eat. So that's cool. If I were to leave this stream right now, I'd be tempted to go downstairs and watch TV or something for a minute, and then it's going to turn into I want a snack, and then, you've ruined what you've worked for. Can't do it. But, yeah, appreciate you guys watching, hanging out. I'll be back here tomorrow at the same time, 8 p.m. Usually we're in the morning streams. Hoping the West Coast people enjoy it. I don't mind if there's not that many people watching as normal, but it's fine. If you're new to VeeFriends, well, welcome. I hope you follow us. Follow us. We're building the next, as Gary says, and I believe it, we're building the next Marvel, Disney, Pokemon right in your face. You might not know it yet, but one of these days, you're going to go, holy cow, I was watching that dude draw the very first time that he drew that hut with the weird boards on the window and the person hiding in the window, and I was there that night so long ago, and now look at us. We're old, but I was there way back in 2024 on November 25th at 9:32 at night when Nario Nix on TikTok was taunting me and telling me I should stay up all night. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. When we made Ann Bag drink coffee all night. It's only what, 6:30 in the evening over for Ann. Come on, Ann. You can make some coffee. Do it. Get coffee and make some content. You can do it. Will the gnome know where the coffee is hidden? I don't know. I like that the gnome was hiding and he thinks he's hiding and his hat's sticking out. That just made me laugh. I wrote that up. Had a really good meeting with the comics team today. We did like some writing exercise stuff too. So talk about that tomorrow. Maybe I didn't talk much about that tonight. Been kind of dialed in on inking. I kind of wanted to do more inking during the day today, but I wasn't able to because I had to do as a manager now, I had to do some HR training thing that took it was supposed to take 2 hours, but it took like an hour and a half. Gotta follow the rules and do the stuff. Be compliant for some things. The boring stuff, let's call it, but important stuff. Boring but important. Got to talk to a pretty big comics influencer today too. Comics Tom, got to meet him. He seems like a cool dude. I like that guy. I've been watching his content. Comics Tom. Shout out. Got to hear his story today. What a cool guy. Very insightful. Like I'll tell you about Comics Tom real quick. Comics Tom does like reviews, and not reviews, but like tells you what's hot in comics right now. Comics Tom. I'm just gonna write his name down while I'm finishing this comic. Comics Tom. Look it up. Why is he insightful? He told us that when he was making content, he realized the old Wizard magazine went away. And I remember Wizard when I was coming up. And Wizard magazine had a top 10 comics feature in it every month. And people missed that. So he was like, what if I made a top 10 comics of the week or whatever, and brought that back as a YouTube video? And so he did that. And that's kind of what he's known for, partially. And I was like, wow, how insightful is that he saw something that wasn't existing anymore, and he's like, I can fill that space. I like that. Anyways, shout out Comics Tom. I could probably talk to that guy for hours. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you go over and watch the Instagram. Again, go to this comic, say that you were here, and you'll be in for tomorrow night's drawing. I will be back tomorrow night, right here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Michael Williams. Sorry, man. I gotta go. Follow. Oh, you know what? Let's open these. I checked. 1, 2, 3. We'll open these two. We gotta open this blue and we gotta open the blue and the orange. Let's do it. So the rule is a detailed automatically will knock off the Fearless Fairy pencil topper. Let's see what's in this orange one. Oh, jeez. Where'd he go? That was a emerald blobfish that hit the ground, and now it's all fuzzy on my carpet there. Bashful blobfish. Is that bashful? Yes, that's bashful blobfish, who you can also see in that comic I was talking about. It's his first time in the comic. There he is, Mr. Bashful Blobfish. But it does not beat the Fearless Fairy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Let's open this one up. Again, we'll see you back here tomorrow. We got a bubblegum alert ape. Does not beat the Fearless Fairy. You can see. Where's he at? Come on, man. This is what the detailed alert ape looks like. This is what the bubblegum alert ape looks like. These are VeeFriends mini toppers. VeeFriends are over 280 characters that you can collect. I'm writing the stories for VeeFriends. Gary V created the VeeFriends. There he is, the man himself. Check out Gary V. Check out VeeFriends cartoons. Follow us. VeeFriends Comics. Follow us at VeeFriends Comics on all of the things. And we'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you guys watching. VeeFriends are forever. We'll see you real soon. See you tomorrow. Same V time, same V channel.